Okay, I don't know if I should be proud or concerned that over 50% of the 600 votes I got on the poll I put out last week voted to hear about this. Okay, I'm gonna start this off saying, no, we are not playing an evil party, just a sort of chaotic one. This happened in my boyfriend's game, where I play a bladelock named Meredith. I did a live stream a few months ago telling stories from this campaign, so I'll link it below if you want to hear. This story mostly involves Mary and our rogue wizard, Hugo. There is a lot of backstory here, so to summarize, Hugo has been the subject of interest by a vampire crime family called the Lamonts. While at first he was pretty freaked out and still is pretty paranoid about it, he started taking some interest as well. Hugo seeks power, specifically the power to bring back the dead, a practice which is outlawed in every single country. Meredith and Hugo end up going to a meeting together, mostly because Meredith is trying to make sure Hugo doesn't make a decision that he will come to regret. For context, the Lamont crime family is largely a family of assassins, and for Hugo's initiation into the family, he was given a job. He and Meredith decided to do this job together, mostly because Meredith wasn't going to let him do it on his own. And as luck would have it, the target they were given, well, neither of them had too much of a problem seeing these two people dead. This is where the orphanage comes in. The job was to whack the two caretakers that ran the orphanage. The man and woman were using the kids as labor for drug smuggling, and these kids were living in horrible conditions, so Meredith and Hugo had no real problem planning to kill these two. The plan was to approach under the guise of donating to the orphanage, as this was in the aftermath of a huge werewolf siege. Half of the city was burned to the ground, so it wouldn't exactly look out of the ordinary. We posed as a husband and wife of good fortune, picked up a bag of candy for the kids, and were on our way. Once there, we planned to hand over the gold, and Hugo was going to check on the kids as he was posing as a doctor, while I asked to speak with the man at the house in private. I would then pose as someone trying to buy some of his wares, and once the man and woman were separated, we'd pick them off. It didn't go according to plan. The dice gods were not looking down on us that day. We were following the plan pretty well until I completely bombed a persuasion check while trying to convince the man I was a legit buyer. The man pulled a club and came at me, but was significantly weaker than me. So one vampiric touch later, he was dead on the floor. This forced Hugo to put a crossbow bolt through the woman's throat. Now here's where I need to mention that at the moment there were only two kids in the house. They were understandably very distrusting of both of us and ended up fleeing the house after stabbing me in the leg with a piece of glass. And so with our plan completely out the window and making sure there were no kids in the house, we run out the back, and Hugo starts setting the building on fire, and himself in the process. And then we ran like hell, thankfully passing our checks to leave without being seen. And so far, it seems like we've gotten away with it. The manor didn't completely burn and the bodies were found, but no one has named us as the culprits. Still though, I kind of feel bad for what happened to those kids. Hopefully they found a better place. Hopefully. I hope you guys like this story. You did vote for this one after all. As I've said in my past few videos, and will continue to mention, I'm currently on an amazing cast of players on the Twitch channel Roll for Damage. We are currently playing live every Friday at 9:30 p.m. EST. We have amazing people like Sean and Shannon from Paradise RPG, Mike and Agent from the podcast Wonders and Blunders, and of course our DM and tech god Nova and Veggie. I've already put out a story about the pre-live game antics my character has gotten into, and as of recording this, we have 2 episodes out. So if you'd like to catch us live, click the link in the description below and follow the Roll for Damage Twitch channel to get notified for the next episode of The Scales Above. Also, subscribe to their YouTube as they upload the VODs from all the games there. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!